This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. The ruling Civil Contract Party and its mayoral candidate Arkishti Mehakyan won yesterday's municipal election in the community of Vagharshapat, also known as Echmiadzin, in Armenia's western Armavir region. Civil Contract topped 7 other parties with almost 49% of the vote, according to preliminary results, while the runner-up Victory Alliance, consisting of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation and allies of former President Robert Kocharyan, received around 32%. Victory and other opposition parties garnered a combined 41% of the vote. The election in Vagharshapat, which is Armenia's 4th largest city, is the last major vote before the crucial national parliamentary election next June. Out of the nearly 70,000 eligible voters registered for this election, approximately 31,500 took part, or 45%. Following the announcement, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan congratulated both Mehakyan and the voters of Vagharshapat. In a message on his Telegram channel, he framed the result as an important boost to what he called the ongoing process of liberating the mother see of Holy Echmiadzin from Catholicos Garagin II. Pashinyan also said the outcome strengthens the government's broader agenda of securing peace and reinforcing Armenia's statehood. He argued that the electorate gave unequivocal support to the authorities' policies aimed at protecting the country's independence and sovereignty. The Prime Minister characterized the Vagharshapat election as a resounding prelude to next year's elections, expressing confidence that the people of the Republic of Armenia will win in that vote. United States Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Allison Hooker is in Yerevan to follow up with top Armenian officials regarding progress on agreements signed during an August meeting at the White House, including the Trump Road for International Peace and Prosperity, or TRIP. Pashinyan welcomed Hooker's visit, noting that U.S.-Armenia cooperation has reached a new level and is increasingly recognized by the Armenian public. Foreign Minister Arat Mirzoyan highlighted the progress achieved in implementing the Washington Accords and stressed the growing scope of the U.S.-Armenia strategic partnership. The two officials discussed areas of mutual interest, including energy, infrastructure, AI, and the ongoing preparations for TRIP, which will connect Azerbaijan and its Nakhichevan exclave through Armenia's southern Sunnik region. Vice Speaker Ruben Rubinyan also met with Undersecretary Hooker to discuss the Armenia-Turkey normalization process and broader regional developments. Hooker underscored the United States' commitment to deepening cooperation with Armenia, noting that TRIP and related initiatives aim to open new transport and trade routes in the South Caucasus, bringing tangible benefits to both countries. She also highlighted the launch of bilateral working groups co-headed by U.S. officials to ensure the agreements are fully implemented and to advance the Crossroads of Peace initiative. Armenia's Public Services Regulatory Commission voted today to revoke the operating license of Electric Networks of Armenia, or ENA, the country's main power distributor, owned by Russia-based Tashir Group. 4 commissioners supported the move, with 1 dissenting, effectively ending ENA's right to operate the national low-voltage grid. The decision followed 3 days of tense hearings, marked by technical delays, procedural disputes, and clashes between ENA representatives and government-appointed temporary managers. The session was cut short due to venue time limits, and the vote proceeded without further debate. ENA's lawyer, Aram Orbelian, argued that the proceedings violated constitutional safeguards and lacked evidence of systematic wrongdoing. Tensions escalated when temporary manager Romanos Petrosyan accused ENA's former acting director of using offensive language. The move intensifies the ongoing dispute between the government and ENA owner, billionaire Samvel Karapetyan, who was arrested in June on charges of calling for regime change and later accused of fraud and tax evasion, charges his lawyers call politically motivated. Karapetyan's family has filed a $500 million arbitration claim in Stockholm, citing violations of international investment protections. Authorities must now decide whether to continue temporary management, negotiate a buyout, or pursue compulsory acquisition. Commissioner Ara Nuranyan, the sole dissenting vote, plans to submit a formal objection. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.